Hi everybody, this is Tina. Welcome to my video today, you guys. I have kind of a hodgepodge of stuff that I want to show you today. Today, Wednesday, is Administrative Appreciation Day, and I'm doing a few things for the ladies at the school that work in the office. And so I had to make a couple things. I had to make a banner, and then I wanted to make a couple cards. So I'm going to show you the banner at the very end of the video. I want to mention very quickly that the paper that I'm using for the banner is actually this paper right here. This is the something party. It's your party designer paper, and it came in these big stacks. And it was in our catalog a couple years ago, I think 2 years ago for occasions. The clearance rack has been updated, and this paper has been put on the clearance rack, and it is only $10, you guys. I picked up 2 packs on Tuesday night, last night, when I got the alert that the clearance rack had been updated. I went and placed an order right away, and I got a couple packs of this to keep on hand because it's beautiful. It has a lot of really simple designs in it. And that makes it really nice for projects like the one I'm going to do. And then also, the retiring list has these stacks in it, which this one is some in colors that have retired. But these, I also have picked up several of these. I picked up a couple of the neutral pack, and then I picked up a bright and a subtle because they're just such great designs, and I love having them on hand. I'm super sad that these are retiring. So the party one is only $10, which is an amazing price for such a great amount of paper. And there's a ton of designer paper on the clearance rack, you guys. And you guys know I hoard my designer paper. I love 12 by 12 paper. And so I just wanted to make sure you guys knew right away the clearance rack has been updated, and there are tons of designer paper. I'll list them in the YouTube description below and over on my website if you want to pick them up. So I want to do a card really quick with you guys. I have some new products here. This is the Eastern Palace paper, and this is actually the paper and a stamp set and a die set is all going to be available for early purchase starting in May. And I'll have more information for you guys when this becomes available for you to purchase it. I was able to purchase it because I'm a demonstrator, and I'm able to purchase it this month. So I wanted to use this designer paper, and then I'm also using this really fun stamp set. This stamp set, Patty Bennett designed for her $1 million career, $1 million in sales career milestone. And I'm going to just use a sentiment. I was out on stage with Patty, and I actually got a really fun chance to I took a picture with her, and then I also had her sign my stamp set. I am technically part of her downline, which is really fun. I'm part of her team. So let's get started. And what I've done is I've just cut a strip of this designer paper. Now this color designer paper, you guys, I'm not loving it. I am not loving this new in color, but I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna work with it. I think maybe the more I use it, the more I'll love it, but I'm not loving it all that much right this second. So we're gonna cut our cardstock at 5.5. It's gonna give us 2 cards. We can just go ahead and fold this. This is going to be the quickest and easiest card you've ever created, and I love it. My mojo has kind of been, it's just not, I've not had a lot of it in the last few days. I've really been struggling. I have a lot of projects that I need to get done and finished, and then I also have a lot of business stuff that's happening because the new catalog is coming out. And so there's a lot of stuff that I'm just doing, and sometimes it just makes me not feel very creative, which is never fun, right? So this card, when I decided to do this card, I thought I want something that's just simple that I can put ink to paper and see something beautiful happen, and it will totally encourage me to keep creating. So I pulled out my scoreboard, and you could do this on your trimmer. It's a little bit easier for me to do it on my scoreboard, and that's why you're so far zoomed out, because I just wanted to be able to show you what I was doing. So I just put this strip. This is a 3/4 inch strip. You could make it as wide as you wanted. You could make it a full inch. A full inch I felt like was a little bit large for what I wanted to do. So I just cut it down a little bit. Then I'm bringing my scoreboard in here, and there's no real rhyme or reason. I'm just grabbing the line that is next to my designer paper. It's going to be a little bit hard to see on the scoreboard, but I'll zoom in and let you see closer up. So then I just do the first 2 lines, and just go slow when you're using your scoreboard so your line, you'll stay in the line. And then I do the same thing below the strip of paper. I just do 2 lines. Okay, so let's zoom you in so you can see the rest of the process of this card, and you can see my score lines. Do you see that? Okay, so then what I've done is I've just taken my favorite dies, my circle stitched dies. I did a black circle, and then I did this cardstock, which is the new in color, the lemon lime twist, and it coordinates with this designer paper. So we can go ahead and put this black circle down. We're not going to do anything special with it. It's just going to be a layer. And this lime color does actually look really great with black, with the basic black. So I'll just put that right there. Okay, so now we're going to stamp, and we're just going to use a sentiment from the stamp set. And we're going to use Sending Love and Hugs to You. I thought that was great. I love the scripty font. I love everything about the stamp set that Patty designed, and I'm so excited to have it. So we will just stamp that down. Look how crisp that stamps. I love it. There's something about putting that ink to paper and then seeing that just makes me feel so excited, and it makes me feel like, oh, I actually can do this. Like I can create something. And sometimes I don't feel like I'm that great at creating. So it's nice to see that. So I just put some dimensionals there on the back, and then we'll just put this in the middle like this. So I wanted to do one other thing that's super simple. You could leave it like that, but I just wanted to do something else. And it's been a long time since I used sequins on my project. So I just grabbed some sequins. I have a bunch on hand, all different colors. And so I just grabbed some that were kind of this limey color. And then I also have my rhinestones. So what I do is I take my glue dots, and I just stick them right, the sequence, I stick right to my glue dots. And I think I want about 5 of these. And when you use the glue dots like this, that also gives your sequence a little bit of dimension. So I'm just using, this is just a little scraper. And I'm just putting them on the paper, kind of falling down over my image there. Just like that. And then I'll take a couple sequins and I will fill in some spots. That's probably good. I don't think I got them spaced out as well as maybe I would like, but they're just supposed to be trickling down. So I did 2 of these because there's 2 ladies in the office, and so I did 2 of them, and I'll slip a little gift card in there, and then that's what I will give them tomorrow for Administrative Appreciation Day. So I have these. So I am going to show you guys the banner that I did. Let me bring it over. It's quite large. So let me show you the banner that I did with that party paper. it's a little bit hard to get the whole thing in, but I just did thank you, and I used that party, It's My Party paper. It's on some twine, and then it says thank you, and we'll hang it up in the office. So you can see full pictures of this over on my website. You can see a supply list. It will be linked down below in the YouTube description or over on my website. So thanks guys so much for coming by and hanging out with me today. I'll be back later this week with another project for you. I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday.